Okay, Hemang Jani, what do you make of the market action? We did see some life of comeback in small and mid cap stocks yesterday. Do you think we have a bottom in place there?
Morning, Nikunj. I think the volatility over the last few months has unnerved a lot of investors, and what is most surprising is that this has happened without any specific external or domestic event which could really which was out of box. So definitely there is a sense of fear, and while we may see a little bit of pullbacks here and there, as long as the sell flows from the FIs continue and whatever excesses were there in the mid caps and small caps, still we reach a certain stage of capitulation. This may go on. At the same time, Nikunj, I do feel that in terms of price points, in terms of valuations, things have become far more attractive. At what point it will turn around is anybody's guess. But if one has a bit of a holding capacity and, let's say 1 year, 2 year kind of a time frame, definitely think one should start accumulating rather than trying to look at a specific level of bottom that everybody is looking to have. So overall, a bit cautious, but time to really buy into the market.
Hemang, what do you make of Kotak Bank, given that RBI has now lifted off that restrictions ban? They can issue fresh credit cards now, open digital accounts as well. Do you think this is going to be perceived as a big re-rating? And also, given how cheap the stock is available right now, and how just about everyone out there is finding comfort in financials as a hiding space.
Yeah, good morning, Aisha. I do think it's a very big positive. In fact, it's taken a bit longer for this relaxation to come through. And what really, I found very encouraging is that even without this last quarterly numbers that Kotak Bank reported were really good. So the bank has managed this entire, restrictions quite well. So if you have, and we must understand that a large part of the new business that is happening today is through digital channels. Credit card, of course, would account for a certain component of the business, and it's a highly margin accretive kind of a business. But without digital onboarding, practically it's not possible to do retail business in the country. So I think with that relaxation, the bank should be able to post a very strong growth. Just case in point being Axis Bank, similar kind of restrictions were placed. Once the restrictions were lifted, I think the operating parameters, operating performance, dramatically changed. So I do think that even Kotak Bank would see a similar kind of a, growth momentum in the business. The bank has practically underperformed last 2-3 years. You're seeing a bit of a, pullback. I do think that the outperformance will surely continue.
Hemang, why is Jio falling? I mean, logically you would say that, okay, this is a concept, but it's a concept, it's an idea which is coming from the stable of Reliance. The owners have a large ownership. They're doing all the right things. They've got Mr. Kamath who's running it. But yet, markets are losing their faith.
Let's look at this in a little different way. You have companies which are delivering a very high growth, names like Trent or Dixon or Polycab and many more. So when the companies are delivering growth and in the quarterly con calls they are sounding very optimistic, the stocks are down 30, 35, 40%. Okay. Whereas in case of Jio, we have is a pedigree and management and some story around it. So I don't think we are in a current scenario. Market would be so pardoning this kind of a thing where you have got a certain market cap and there is only a story which will eventually pan out. Market wants to see the execution. I think the classic example here would be Bajaj Finance, because after underperformance, the way the company kind of managed to come back and the way they have demonstrated the numbers and the growth outlook, I think people would want to be part of that. I think Jio remains a big hope story. I don't think there is a case for a big re-rating as such unless we see the numbers.
Okay, Hemang, we'll let you go on that note. Thanks as always for your time.